Stop wobbling the table. Keep your arms to yourself. Wait, stop it. Hello everybody. Where are we?
We're a witness at the premiere of Wetherspoons.
Why we've come all the way here with the local Wetherspoons? What we're doing?
We've been waiting for one of the beers at the brewery that I work at to be in Holloran.
And so what is this beer?
So this is Spitting Feathers Little Donker. Donker. It's supposed to sound like a northern man saying donkey.
So what's it mean?
Well, it was originally formulated several years ago as a Christmas beer, so little donkey, that sort of thing.
But donkey and donkers doesn't sound...
Donkey. Donker.
It's like Chinese whispers,
But
this.
we're maybe lingering too much on the donkey side of it.
You don't
but,
have
yeah, so it originally formulated as a Christmas beer, so it's more or less like a traditional English ale, darker in colour. I suppose you'd call it amber. See the colour there?
Look at it. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's got quite a creamy head on it because it's got more torrefied wheat in it than usual ales, which when you think of beers like John Smith's, Guinness, they have a lot of torrefied wheat, which is why they have such a big creamy head as opposed to lagers and pale ales. They don't have quite as much. So they tend to have a bit more of we call it a chewiness, which is a term used in the beer industry, which just means it's got a bit more, it's a bit thicker in the mouth.
I've tried my best here, and stop it. So, without further ado, let's have a nice
Try the
taste of this. Yes.
Okay.
Cheers. Just sip it. Cheers.
So one of the first things that you might be able to taste in this is the golden syrup. Now that I've said it to you,
There's a hint of it.
and can you taste like it's quite smooth in the mouth? It kind of like rolls on the tongue.
Yeah. It's not as dark as I thought it'd be. It doesn't taste as dark. You know when you think of brown.
No, it's not. It's not a stout. Whether or not you can tell that on the video, it isn't a stout.
Yeah.
It is. It does have a translucence to it.
I really like it. And the reason why I'm excited by this and your product because it's you make these things, don't you?
Yeah, not long ago. I only started there about 2 months ago.
And you're doing really well.
Yeah.
And it's mostly vegan stuff, isn't it? Look, there we go.
Spitting Feathers.
Inspired name, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
So it's mostly vegan products, isn't it?
It's an entirely gluten-free vegan brewery based in Waverton, on the outskirts of Chester, just outside Chester city centre. Based on a dairy farm, or what used to be a dairy farm back in the day. Mal, the director, repurposed it back in 2005, so it's been going for quite a while.
Isn't it? So it just shows how long it takes to get traction with anything that they do, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think they took the executive decision to be gluten-free not that long ago.
Well, and vegan.
Vegan as well.
Has it
I think
always
the
been the
vegan
case?
thing came first.
Yeah.
The gluten-free, it's surprisingly easy to make a beer gluten-free. I know you think of all the barley and all the malts and everything, that's just like alarm bells for gluten-free and celiacs, but as it turns out, there is a solution called Brewer's Clarity that you put into beer, only about 20 millilitres for the whole brew, and then you just squirt it into the top once you're done brewing, and as the fermentation starts, this solution just breaks down all the enzymes of the gluten, and then you have no gluten left.
Yeah.
So you have all the benefits of the barley, all the benefits of the malt, all of that, but then this solution just breaks it all down so that none of it ends up in your body.
Does your missus like these? Does she like drinking beer?
Funny enough, she could drink these if she
That's what
wanted
I'm
to,
thinking,
but she
yeah.
doesn't like beer.
But it's well
She's
with
a
it.
peach schnapps and gin, rum kind of girl. So.
But it's gluten free, so if you ever change your mind, it's right there.
Yeah, so it's.
I really enjoyed this. It's
There's
really
not
nice.
many more breweries that are as millennial friendly as Spitting Feathers.
Well, I get that. You've got a really good social media presence because you're on Instagram. Did you open Instagram for them?
No, but I've
it's
taken
YouTube,
over
isn't
it. So if you see me spamming their Instagram, that is.
What about
probably me.
YouTube? Because when I checked it out yesterday, it was only like 2 subscribers, and I became the third.
We started a new YouTube channel yesterday in order to post a video because
which is good.
There was no channel to post a video on.
You should always
I
go on YouTube.
helped
Got
film.
TikTok?
No, one step at a time. So.
Anyway, we'll be back in just a second with the other one. See you in a bit.
Okay.
2,000 years later.
So what's this then?
So this is Thirst Quencher. This is the best seller of Spit and Feathers. We sell probably double of this than anything else that we make, so we have to brew this twice as much as anything else. So this is one of the first beers that they formulated at the brewery.
Really?
So it's 3.9%, so it's not far off half of what we just drank. So the big difference between these two is, first of all, the colour. You can see this is much paler, which is one of the reasons as to why it sells so much more. Different types of malts. So the Little Donker uses roast barley combined with the crystal, whereas this is just pale barley, which is why it gets its light colour. But it has much more hops in it.
Okay.
So a pale ale, as opposed to the Little Donker, which has got the golden syrup in it, a small amount of hops because it's more of an English, almost a mild. This is more of a modern beer. It's been improved over time, over the past 15 years. So this is now lots of hops in it. If you smell that, it's got much more aroma to it.
Oh, definitely. Hit you as soon as you smell.
You get all the smells of citrus and
This is what I like about real ale.
leafy notes.
Yeah, you get this difference in flavour.
I mean, you don't get that with a Heineken.
Don't bring down Heineken.
Anyway,
Hey,
Have a go.
I love Heineken. Anyway. Alright.
it's the first time we've had this. Can you believe that? Quaffable, as they call it.
Quaffable. Explain that term again.
Quaffable means extremely drinkable, easily drinkable. Camera loved the term.
Ooh, I like that. I
Camera-
like the fact that when you touch your tongue, there's like a little electricity to it.
I mean, it is slightly carbonated, that one, but
That's what I like about some beers, though.
so basically this is the most popular beer that we sell.
Is it a crowd pleaser beer? Yeah.
Well, some people a lot of the time they will aim for below 4% on a beer.
Really?
So I can tell you, if I look at my little recipes on here,
Yeah. Top secret.
so the Little Donker only had about 1.73 kilograms of hops in it. If you try and compare that to the Thirst Quencher, so 6.4 kilograms of hops. So modern pale ales, when you see pale ales, IPAs, things like that in the shops and the pubs, they have maximum amount of hops pounded into them to give you that lovely aromatic flavour.
I'm gonna have a sip.
So this is a modern beer as opposed to the Little Donker, which is more of a English ale. Try.
Have a bit. It's your pride and joy. It's lovely, isn't it? I mean, that you could drink hot summer's day. It's you just drink.
I think that's why it sells so much, is because people want to go to a pub, but they don't want to leave legless. But they also want to leave refreshed, and that's the name of it, I think. I mean, here at Wetherspoons in Widnes, this is selling out in about 36 hours.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Which, for a cask ale, that could stay fresh for a week. It just goes to show.
And you bottle these as well.
This is bottled. You can buy them individually in bottles. Predominantly, we sell this in cask. Best enjoyed in cask.
Oh, of course. That's what the camera lot are saying. That's what you're saying.
You don't get any fresher a beer. Basically, a cask is the freshest beer possible. Put into a barrel. There's a little bit of yeast in there still. It works away. But it has to settle for a day beforehand. You can't rush these things.
No.
So there is no fresher beer than the cask beer.
So tell the audience how much these are at the bar.
Depends where you go. At Wetherspoons have special prices, so they're about £2. Roughly, it depends on where you go. At the moment, the pub industry is struggling. You're going to be looking at about £3.50 to £4. We don't govern how much it costs.
No.
But the brewery tap in Chester and the West Kirby tap on the Wirral, which is owned by us, reasonable prices, about £3.50. Because they're our house beers.
Very good.
Well, Wetherspoons will always be the most competitive because they govern the prices that they buy it at. So,
And if you can remember, you get vouchers.
if you can remember, you get a 50p off, which means that this costs you £1.50,
Literally.
which is
I love
madness.
it. I love it.
I don't know how that's even possible, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you can remember, little vouchers, £1.50 a
Because
pint.
it's only, what, 20 odd quid a year, is it?
Yeah,
For
20, 30 quid.
You get all these vouchers, and it makes this pint, which is already really cheap in here, in the Wetherspoons.
And then even when you run out of vouchers, you can also then use your card in some pubs. Wetherspoons, you can't use them in Wetherspoons, but
What
there are
card?
the Canberra membership card.
Oh, membership card. Yeah.
So there's quite a few pubs in Frodsham where you can use them, I've noticed. So we'll
Really?
need to head there.
Well, yeah.
You can get a certain percentage off your beers.
I've been meaning to go down that way. We've been obviously obsessed with the castle and Norton Arms.
Well, we're trying to champion Holloran as a real ale place to go. We've struggled over the years. Because Holloran is run on a witness predominantly lager drinkers.
Yeah.
It's a big challenge to change that. But there is a lot of real ale in Holloran. There's a lot of pubs that sell it.
I'm optimistic because if I can change, because I was a lager drinker when you met me.
Yeah.
If I can change, they can change.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think we're onto a winning battle there.
Well, there's no disputing the fact that a fresh beer with fresh hops will always be more pleasurable to drink than a widely manufactured cold fizzy beer. But either way, we need to support our pubs.
Definitely.
Because they're the places that you get it in its original form. You can buy it bottled, you can buy it in kegged, but the only place you can get it fresh, real, pumped from a cask pump is at a pub.
And the one thing I'll add to that is that obviously if you're vegan, Spitting Feathers, and obviously gluten free, but we're going to focus on vegan at the moment. Very much 100% vegan, isn't it?
Yeah. The only beer that's not vegan is the Honey Trap because that uses honey from the farm. Honey isn't vegan.
Yeah.
Which we've had a debate about.
Yes, we have had a debate.
Technically, it's not vegan, but everything that we produce is vegan, gluten free, safe.
So that means you're
many places
leaps
do.
and bounds ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, there are other places out there that do them. They do gluten-free beers, vegan beers. They flip between the two, but we strive to be only gluten-free, only vegan.
Which my vegan friends would absolutely love. Anyway, wave goodbye.
Cheers.
Get off that.
Sorry, that's Stephen.
No, we'll share it. Just don't take too much. All right, see you in a bit, guys.